Ryu was still and silent after unbuttoning her blouse. She wasn't excited like her coworkers. Her sky-blue eyes were wide as she stared at the gray-haired girl. "Seer, when did you do this?" Ryu forced the question. "I gave the letter to someone I know and had it delivered to him." Seer smiled to hide her flushed embarrassment. Ryu found it almost impossible to put the words together. She had been informed beforehand by Seer herself, so she knew she was coming, but when reality finally hit home, she was still almost ridiculously stunned. "Leave it to someone else. That's not very like you, Seer." Anya teased as she leaned in, her surprisingly ample breast protruding from her undone top. "Why didn't you go deliver it yourself?" Lunar asked, leaving the black stockings she was taking off still hanging around her ankles. "About that." Seer's hair fluttered as she struggled to voice her thoughts. She smiled a little before answering. "If I were to see him now, he would just assume I was teasing him as usual and would probably smile in relief. I don't think we could have a real date like that." She had undeniably shared his true feelings. In fact, her expression when she said it out loud was sweeter and more pure than any of the girls had ever seen it before. Realizing by her timid response that she was serious, Anya and Lunar exchanged glances. They immediately burst into smiles. "I understood. So you finally made up your mind. So I will do what I can to help." "Thank you, Anya, Lunar. In that case, I already have an order. If Bell comes to the tavern, could you tell him I'm not here? If I only knew him now. Leave it to me. I'll drive him away. I'll tell him the tavern is closed for the guys, and throw him off his ass." "You are not making any sense, you stupid cat." Loud voices sounded in support, starting with Anya, who proudly raised her fist to her chest in salute as she made her statement. Seer cracked a smile as the others patted him on the back. Meanwhile, Ryu watched the scene without moving. Seeing Seer smile and blush like that hit her hard. Chloe was the only one who noticed. "Are you okay with it ending like this?" she asked, her usual playful demeanor gone. Ryu shuddered in surprise. She opened and closed her mouth several times, trying to find the words to say. After looking down, she finally managed to find his voice. "That's a silly question. Seer always liked Bell. I know that and I supported her. Bell is a suitable partner for Seer and Seer is a suitable partner for Bell." The words kept coming out of her mouth, more than usual, as she was prone to do when she was struggling with some sort of inner turmoil. Ryu couldn't hide the furious swirl of emotions that seeped into her voice. "Bell," Chloe murmured. The way Ryu referred to him had changed. Chloe's eyes narrowed before she resumed her usual banter. "Well, do your best not to regret your choice, whatever you do," she said with a wave of her hand before finishing changing and leaving the room. Left behind, Ryu continued to stare at the ground. Seer didn't miss Ryu's pitiful state, but she looked away silently, saying nothing.